Now this is Hollywood Unlocked. What up, everybody? It's Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. I'm Jason Lee.
I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. The Curve Queen.
Yep, it's DJ Damage.
And we got a real one back in the building. Amara La Negra is back.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's been so long after the first interview. I thought you just said, fuck it, I ain't going back.
No. I've been busy. I've been caught up, and I know that you've been very busy as well. But I'm back here in LA for a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of moving to LA for a little bit.
Oh, you
yes.
should.
Why?
Bueno, because everybody, I mean, I love Miami. Everybody knows that Miami is a place to go party, live
Absolutely.
your best life. But when it comes to work, I feel that there's a lot of opportunities here that I should tap into.
Yeah, but you're not going. The people here are something else.
Yeah, what? Warn me. What's happening?
Oh,
with
no,
the
hold
people?
on. She got a boyfriend. She good. She's
Well, we don't know. Not
no.
necessarily. Hold
Right.
on. Don't move too fast. I've been watching on Monday nights. That nigga's out. You left all them nice ass Dominicans to come here and deal with a nigga that wasn't shit.
Well, first of all, I was born in Miami, okay? And you know, I always do my best to stay as positive as possible, and I would not say that he's not shit.
Okay.
He, you know,
That was me being funny.
Right.
Set it up.
But just in case, because you know they're going to come eat my ass
I know,
up.
I
mean,
know.
like, I didn't say that, because what I said was, you know, we're just in different places in our life right now.
So I say all that to say, first two seasons of, because this is season 3.
Yes.
First two seasons of Love and Hip Hop. What I really loved about you, you came into the, you know, this show is good for one or two people. One, people that ain't got shit, ain't gonna have shit, don't know how to get shit, and this is all they got, so they're gonna be the best at it. Or people who use it to really just amplify what they're already doing and to collect more bags and create more opportunity.
Well said.
I feel like you came in and right out the gate from the first season of the new franchise, killing it. I mean, you built a name for yourself. Everybody wanted to interview you. You became the it girl, which breeds jealousy. You introduced the conversation and I'm saying introduce, so please don't attack me.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Every time
Let me say it differently. I became aware of the Afro-Latina movement through watching you on the show and what you were going through.
Right.
I'm not saying that you introduced it to the world, but that's just when I became more aware of it. And so now you're pulling back more layers and showing more personal stuff. Relationship stuff.
I really didn't want to do it. And it was more like, well, we want to see more of you. Like, let's go into who you are and all this. Blah. And I was like, all right, fine. You know, let's just do it. And I was open about, you know, my relationship with my father, him having prostate cancer and, you know, trying to build something out of nowhere because he really wasn't involved in my life. And it's obviously, you know, now your daughter's famous, this and that. Oh, I'm your father, you know. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I get it, but I really wanted to showcase that just to see, one, because I was really going through it, and two, because I wanted to be able to be an inspiration for other people, especially for other black fathers specifically amongst many. But if you have a daughter, your sons as well, but talking about women, if you have a daughter and you haven't done your duty, if you haven't been in her life, you don't understand the importance of a male figure in a little girl's life.
You better preach, girl.
You know, I have been in relationships that I know the hell that I shouldn't have been there, but sometimes you're just looking for that comfort. Even dating 20 plus years, you know, difference, just looking for that because I didn't have it in my father.
Do you feel like is that?
She's telling the absolute 100% truth. I mean, like, people make light or, you know, trivialize the concept of daddy issues, but it's a real thing. Like, our father is our first boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And he sets the tone for how we should expect every man to treat us moving forward in life. And so if he is absent or abusive, well, we take that in, we internalize that, and we can start looking for men that are much older than us, or we start to think that
It becomes you normalize it.
You
you normalize absence and you normalize abuse. And so to say somebody has daddy issues is like, people say it lightly, and it's not to be
it's a
taken
way of
lightly.
just dismissing that. It
is.
So I wanted to be able to be, you know, public about it because, like I said, I was going through it. I wanted to be able to showcase that part of my life that I never really put out in public like that. And I always say, even though that he wasn't a good father, doesn't mean that I have to be a bad daughter. You know what I mean? I want to be able to cut that cycle and do the right thing. And yes, financially, he needs my support, but I say, if I spend my money in Gucci bags and all these other stuff, why not spend it in someone that actually has an illness? And I can, you know, and I can help. I mean, it is what it is.
So I joke by saying the nigga wasn't shit. Actually, when I first saw you all get together on the show, I was really happy to see that he was going to step up as a man and be there for you and support you. And it wasn't until the scene I think I watched last week.
We're talking about MJ here.
We're talking about MJ.
Okay. Just for clarification.
Thank you. MJ seemed like a cool guy. You mean?
He is a great guy. He's a cool guy.
He seemed like a good guy. He said all the right things. You've had men tell you the right things.
Oh boy, they've sung
You've
a
had
song.
women tell you the right things. I've had so many niggas tell me the right things. I think it's just all the wrong things at this point. But then the last episode I saw where you had that blonde wig, which by the way, I like the wig.
Well, they were eating me up for this blonde wig. And let me tell you something, okay? First of all, I just wanted to change it up because if I have my fro, we're sick of the fro. And if I change the fro, put on back the fro. So leave me the
Why are people so consumed with black women's hair?
You know, and not only black women's hair, but in my case, I would say the fro really is a thing. Oh, it's nappy, it's dry, it's this, is that. You know what? I feel that rocking my fro is not only me being rebellious, because I'm going to do whatever it is that I want to do, and it's the hair on top of my head at the end of the day. Whether I wear extensions, whether I wear a wig, whether I wear whatever it is that I want to do. Nobody says anything when you see other women wearing colorful hair, blonde hairs, or whatever.
True.
So what's the problem? I'm using the textured hair that's the closest thing to my actual natural hair. Why does it bother people so much instead of embracing it?
I agree with what you said about your fro. About what's the term you use? Like it takes up a lot of physical space, but it also takes up a lot of space in the room. Like in terms of gives you a sense of power,
a lot of personality. Not everybody has the balls and the guts to carry the fro and be like, look, this is me no matter where I go, and that's just what it is.
Well, I find it interesting because a lot of the conversation online about what good hair is has to be that straight, silky, this, that, and to have somebody as chocolate as you are with the beautiful skin come in and embrace that and still it's
I would have thought that the people would have been like, that's what I'm saying,
and then still get the blowback. I feel like in our community you can never fucking win.
I think that the perception is slowly changing, and I think that you might be even in the smallest measurement, a part of what that change is, just us women embracing our natural curl pattern of our hair. And so, society's kind of taking notice, but it is a slow moving
And there's nothing
movement.
wrong, and I want to be very clear, there's nothing wrong with wearing frontals, weaves, none of that.
If you don't glue it right, it's something wrong. Something wrong.
Yes. No judgment, right? But I'm just saying is what works for me, is what makes me feel comfortable. And I wish that the people would just leave my hair alone.
But here's the other thing is you're a performer.
Yes.
So it's part of your job to actually show off different facets of yourself.
And
so sometimes you gotta rock a blonde wig.
It almost goes back to representing every facet of what a woman is. Women are not one way or one style.
Sometimes I'm hood.
Now I saw you at the VMAs. I walked right past your ass though because you did not have a afro.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's another thing, too.
They were like, did you say hi to Amara La Negra? I go, where's she at? I was looking for an afro. You were right
but
there.
But that's another thing, too. I guess that there's in this new stage of my career, I also want to make sure that people recognize Amara the face, Amara the artist, Amara the person, and not necessarily
be defined by the hair.
Just be defined by the hair. I've always said that my hair is just part of me, but it's not who I am.
Yeah.
So, it's a process. We're working on it.
Okay, so back to the nigga who went shit. Okay, so MJ. I liked MJ for you, and then then there was a scene where Premadonna shady ass. Now, Premadonna, I fuck with you kind of on Instagram, and I've met you, and I know, we Instagram cool. I don't know you yet. Hopefully can interview you one day, but when she pulled up at that lunch or whatever with that other girl, I was so proud that you didn't play into the stereotype of what they want to see from women who, when another woman comes to confront you about their man or their ex-man. I really felt like you handled yourself well. What'd you feel about that?
I feel that I handled myself very well. I do my best to be very analytical,
I saw your eye twitching, though. Your eye was twitching. If you go back and watch the scene.
I ain't got no feelings.
Your eye was...
I got feelings, and I'm a woman, and I'm going through my own stuff, and I feel that a lot of time people can be very judgmental of these shows that they see you for 1 hour, once a week, for a couple of minutes.
That you shoot for 9 months.
That you shoot for like 9 months, and they want to judge your whole life based off that one moment.
Yep.
You really don't know all the things that I've been living in my own personal life for me to make the decision that I took at that moment, right? I have nothing to say about Premadonna at this time. She is a beautiful black woman. She did what she felt that she had to do at that moment. I reacted the way that I did at the moment, and then that's just what it is. I'm not here to bash anybody, and I feel that the type of shit that I go through, I leave it on set. Once I film, once I do what I gotta do, when I get out of there, I have things to do. Like, I actually have a business to run, and I'm a real artist.
You sound like me.
A great attitude.
So
to
then
have.
that's just what it is.
But some people live in it forever, though.
Yeah, some people will live on the Instagram going back and forth all day and all that. Nobody has time for that unless we're making money out of it.
Okay, but wait, can you guys give us a little bit of context?
Yes.
Okay, the scene having Premadonna.
coño.
So she's dating her friend's brother MJ, who helped rescue her from the nigga who was stealing her money. I think, right? He had your back. Her manager, Trina's manager, was stealing her money or some. I don't know. Anyhow, he stole Trina's money. He was stealing her money. We get into that too, because niggas do be stealing.
He just mismanaged the money.
He took it out her pocket and put it in his. But then she started dating her friend's brother, MJ, who seemed like a nice guy. But then Premadonna, who has a waist trainer company. Have you seen her waist trainer?
Yes.
Okay, so. Why is it? No, somebody did not laugh in the studio. I'm talking about it. She really does have a successful business. Anyway, so she pulled up to a meeting with Amara, but brought another girl who said that she used to be her current boyfriend's ex.
Yes.
And then that he was just using her.
Okay, so the new girl was saying that MJ is using her, so she used to go out with MJ.
When I tell you I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop if I'm not on it, I was watching this and this was my reaction. First I was embarrassed for you at first.
I was embarrassed myself.
I felt it was a low. It was like the low. It was like the low blow. I didn't like that. I felt some type of way. And I paused it and called Bobby Lights. I said, I'm really fucking angry. I didn't want to call you because I knew I'd get to you.
Right.
But I called Bobby. It was embarrassing. But then I thought it also revealed a lot. It revealed a lot about Premadonna. It revealed a lot about this woman. And it revealed about how strong you were, to me.
Well, I feel that every woman has gone through something similar at some point in life, and men as well, right? In my case, I wanted to date someone that had all the potential to be, everything that I wanted him to be. I saw he was very talented. I saw where he was going, and I wanted to be a support system to that, besides the way that he treated me and all those things, right? Unfortunately, sometimes when you are in love, when you're busy and everything, you may skip the red flags, and I still think that he's a great person. He's a great man, just not necessarily for me at this place in my life right now.
So Amara came home. She hit that door. She looked like Carmen from, when Beyonce did Carmen.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
She had the red dress on. She had the blonde wig. I said, okay, I think I've seen her before. And she hit that door. When I tell you, I called Bobby. I said, if this motherfucker don't get an Emmy Award for this, because I felt like you were very composed, but also very angry and very hurt and embarrassed. And you brought it all into that conversation. And so she told the nigga he had to go. And there was a moment where he said something to her and you did a spin. Oh, no, he was upstairs and you had pointed to the sky.
Slammed the door.
Yeah.
But don't be slamming doors. Don't slam the door.
Honey, let me tell you something right now. You do need to move to LA. You will be killing the castings out here.
He slammed the door and I just went 0 to 1,000. I even pushed my arm to the side. Like, don't be slamming my goddamn doors.
But what did you say when did you say something in Spanish?
Oh, yeah, I was just like, be very careful.
Is that what you said?
Careful.
Okay.
Yeah, ten mucho cuidado. But honestly, I guess that, once you look at it for viewers and everything else, I guess it's great TV, but it just sucks when it's real life and you're going through it. And as a woman, every woman wants to be loved. Every woman wants to find the right man. You go from one guy to the other trying to find the right connection. And even though a lot of people told me and warned me, I just didn't want to see it in that way. So
Girl, you're young. Fuck it. Who cares?
I know. I didn't want to see it in that way, but I still wish him nothing but the best. I still think he's a great man. I wish him nothing but success in his music and what he's doing, and we still maintain a great friendship.
Well, one lesson I got from that for sure that I'm going to apply to my life, because I look at my friends, I look at people like you, all of you, and I learn from you, and I apply it to my life.
What the hell you going to say?
Don't fuck with a nigga that only has one suitcase.
You know what? You are terrible. He has more suitcases.
Baby,
left with one suitcase.
Baby, when mama moved up the stairs and said, don't fuck with my daughter, get your shit, hold on, get out.
One bag.
He packed one bag. I think he threw 2 pair of shoes and a pants in there.
He was going to come back for more. You are terrible.
Girl, I was like, girl, I needed a wardrobe closet to be.
No, but you know what? He understood that I needed some space at that time. Sometimes you just need space. And
I'm a star. This is all my wardrobe. Put your shit over there in the corner.
No, sometimes you just need some space. And he gave me that space at the time. Like I said, things didn't work out. I mean, shit. We've all gone through some relationship and things don't work out. And you got to keep it moving. And you don't have to end in bad terms. We can end as friends and I can still be supportive of you. We're just not right at this moment for each other. You know?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And I also I think is because and let me clarify una cosa, por favor. A lot of the people were saying, Amara broke up with him because of what ex-girlfriend came and said 10 years ago. No, like I said at the moment, I took that decision because I was living what she was talking about.
That took a lot of strength to admit that, though, publicly.
It
to
did.
say, like, you're telling me what I've already been feeling. Like,
Right.
when somebody come and tell you the person you love ain't shit, and you say, or in the context.
Right.
And
Like
you,
saying that he was an opportunist and using
and all
her.
the things.
Yeah, and you were already feeling
but
that.
I was thinking, you know, this was a long time ago. People change, people grow. And, you know, not necessarily because he treated you that way. I won't say that everything that she said was on the dot, but a lot of it did make sense to me at the moment. And that's why I reacted the way that I did. It wasn't a telenovela. I wasn't acting. I wasn't doing none of that. It's exactly how I felt. And, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. And we've moved past it. And, you know, we're still trying to be cool. And
Well, listen to two people in their 40s. People don't change.
Yeah. There's certain characteristics that you just can't ignore because that is just who that person is. You know, there's flaws and stuff like that can change over time if they want.
If a nigga lies,
if they want
he
to.
lies.
But if it's somebody who's a pathological liar or they're an opportunist, they're never going to be able to change
if his
that.
penis has a home in multiple zip codes, he's
Yeah.
a
you know,
cheater.
he wasn't like that. I'll tell you that. No
He
cheating.
did seem like a nice guy.
No
He did.
cheating. Very respectful. Very supportive. Very everything.
Smart.
Everything was perfect. I couldn't pinpoint nothing.
Okay, wait, let me ask a question.
Very smart.
I do have a question. Was he broke? Define broke.
She already answered. She already answered the next
No,
question.
no. It's just that as an artist,
He was rich in spirit.
he has his ups and he has his downs. Sometimes music, you know, you can get your music gigs. Sometimes you can't.
It is
But-
feast or famine in this business, yes.
Yes, but the bills are consistent. And no matter what, I need to pay them and I need to figure it out myself.
But you talk about moving to L.A. Oh my God, a woman who's with a man that ain't got no money in this city.
Oh my God.
No, that's
Yeah,
a
no, we
fucking.
can't.
That's
I
a myth.
I will not allow that shit to happen
But
to
it's-
her,
but
okay?
No, like here in this city, you know, it's rare you see a woman, in my opinion, at least in our community in Hollywood,
Right.
and in the entertainment, be with a man who's like on the rise on and doing his thing.
You know what it was? I have dated a lot of very, very wealthy men. And if you really know me, you've never heard anything about me. I keep my personal life very, you know, low key. You'll never know who, what. So I've dated wealthy men. I've dated celebrities, whatever
Have you
the
dated
case.
Tory Lanez?
Who?
Tory Lanez.
No.
Too short.
So the point is, wow, he's terrible.
I know, he's awful.
I love
like
it.
you,
Okay,
Tory,
so
I'm
you've
just playing.
dated
So
wealthy men,
I've dated
celebrities.
all of those things, whatever. And I've also dated men that financially have not been the most. But if I see that you are ambitious, you're working, you
Yeah,
have
that's worth
you-
something.
You know,
Yeah, I
you know what I
agree.
mean? I feel the same way. Like when you think about Amazon, Facebook, eBay, all these other companies that started with men that had a dream and had a concept, they were pursuing and they were working towards it. So if I see that maybe I have the resources to help you connect those dots, why not? So I
They
tried.
do exist. Okay.
They do exist.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing about that boy in Dominican Republic.
Dios
You know
mío.
why he stopped talking to me?
Why?
Because I wasn't getting papers.
That's
Broke
what I
my
thought.
fucking heart. This time I thought you was in love with me because
I'm
of
sorry.
my.
But okay, maybe he wanted to be with you. Tú me entiendes? One-on-one every day with you, cuddle up. But okay, over there he can't do it.
No, he wanted me to buy a ticket and help him get to Spain so he could live a better life in preparation of
Spain?
moving to. Listen,
Oh, no, we ain't doing
he
that.
tried me.
We ain't doing that.
Jesus, your bitch
Jesús, ¿qué es lo
ass.
que te pasa a ti? ¿Cómo tú le vas a hacer eso a ese muchacho? Tú estás volviendo loco, eh?
So wait, so Trina, you and Trina, I mean, you know, last time you were here, Trina wasn't there. You know, wasn't another star on the show. It was just you. Now there's more stars on the show. What do you think about Trina? How do you guys get along?
I'm not really sure what you meant with that, but what I will say is that I get along pretty much. I'm a very easygoing person. If you don't get along with me, it's not me, it's you. I get along with everybody. I'm super cool. Trina and I, even though that I will clarify, you know, in reunion, damn, I can't talk about it yet. But in reunion, she said something that kind of made me feel uncomfortable for 2 seconds, and I'll clarify that later on my social media when it does air. But other than that, we're cool people. You know what I mean? We get along. Everything's good. No bad vibes. And she's doing her music, her album. She got her album back. You know, she's doing her.
Have you guys collaborated yet?
Once upon a time, we did like a mini collaboration on a song because we had the same management, but truly come together to do music together, no, we haven't.
Young Hollywood.
But wishing her nothing but the best with this album that she's about to put out again.
That's great. Is that radio talk or is that for real?
No, that's for real. I mean, if you're a
She's
woman,
been doing this since she was 4 years old. Okay, she is a fucking pro.
But
you
why
are
would
diplomatic.
Why would
not
I have
saying
to
that you're
be
not truthful.
shady?
Not saying that you're not being truthful, but you are diplomatic, and you only learn that from being in the business for a very long time.
Last time she was here, I went and watched the show back. She handled us like some fucking thugs.
Handled your
I
ass.
said, no, not
Handled
again.
You.
No, you won't come in here with that media training. Fuck that.
But it is true. It is true. I know that she really went through it with management and everything else to get her album back, and she got it back.
And
now
this season
she's
she lost her mom too.
And she lost her mom. Like, I really feel that it is so entertaining to bring people down, especially women, and not just black women, just women in general. We already have it tough enough. So it is nice to hear another woman uplift another one. Yeah. Especially we're in the same industry or we're in the same, music environment.
What do you think about Jocelyn sending Premadonna a pig?
When did this happen? Fuck. Jesus.
You don't send nobody with a waist trainer, no damn pig. That was low.
No, you.
I like you. We talk, Jocelyn, but you, bitch, you.
You know what? I think that at the end of the day,
should Premadonna ate the pig and just been thankful it was a gift?
I believe that. I believe that at the end of the day, look, Jocelyn knows what she's doing, okay?
She's
been
TV.
doing reality TV for a very long time. And at the end of the day, it came off entertaining. Was it a low blow? Yeah, it was a low blow. Do I know the history that they have and the reasons why they don't get along? No, I don't know. I don't know what words have been said for her to feel a certain type of way to the point that she sent a pig. At this point, I personally have my own feelings with this other cast member, so I perhaps may understand where she's coming from. And, it is what it is. She sent it, and I believe that she ate it. No, she said it on the show.
I ate it. No, I didn't see her eat the pig.
No, but she said on the show that she was going to use her seasonings or something.
Just
and
the way
everybody
you
was
You
said
gonna
did not
eat
see
it.
her put a
Funny.
piece of that pig in her mouth, though.
No, but she said it out her mouth. We're going to season it up and we're going to eat it.
Nice.
She has seasonings. I'm not here to promote her stuff, but I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. She's got waist trainers and seasonings? Cricket,
Wait, the
chirp,
silence.
Why you get so quiet?
Everybody
Wait,
looked at me
okay.
like,
Premadonna, it ain't me. It's Melissa.
I'm asking fucking questions.
You asking about seasoning the
Espérate un
pig.
segundo. Oye, espérate un segundo. This is my interview. We didn't come here to promote nobody else. Entonces, with that being said, let's keep it moving.
That part.
So season one was like, so season one was explosive. A lot of people wanted to kill young Hollywood. Like, not literally, but like figuratively
No,
online.
literally too.
Yeah, he was-
Literally too, which I also had to come. It even came from production. I had to come and do a couple of statements, letting people know, which I would have never
Don't
wished
hurt
that
him.
for him. But I
Like to back off
I
him.
got a lot of people, sending him threats. He himself was afraid at a certain point for his life because people were coming at him like they wanted to jump him and all this stuff. And I'm like, I understand where he's coming from, or rather better, what he said was inappropriate. But instead of being violent with it, why don't we just use this moment to educate him and other people that feel the same way?
It was a teachable moment.
Yeah, it was. I don't feel that you jumping him or doing something to him is going to fix anything. And he just didn't deserve it because he gave his opinion, is exactly how he felt, like many other people. Why don't we use this moment to really say...
I think the reason why people didn't like it is because not only did he state it as an opinion, he was very arrogant about it. You know what I'm saying?
After you let him sleep on the floor.
Well, maybe for people that don't know, what was the
her
statement
face
that
is
was
on the
made?
microphone right now. She can't with Jason.
They know.
Look, the point is that he learned his lesson. He apologized to me several times. We are currently in a way better space now.
Okay.
And we're good. People make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've said a couple of things in your lifetime
that I'm not apologetic about.
But is there any moment that you say, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said it this way?
Yep, Ariana Grande, but I ain't going there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that nobody's perfect. I myself have said some messed up shit that I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. And people educate you too.
But to Damage's point, he had criticized her season one for having the afro and being Afro-Latina. She was a very proud Afro-Latina, and it came off very disrespectful. And then later on,
he basically said that, in order, basically for me to be successful in this industry, I would have to change my looks. And part of that was that my afro wasn't elegant.
Yeah.
What?
So
And
he
she-
said she
and
wasn't
she-
marketable.
And like the one line I put in my new book, God must have forgotten about me, which is out now. I said
love
God threw a lot of. I said I took all the darts thrown at me and crafted them into a throne, and that's what you did. I mean, you literally built a platform of being an advocate for your community. And I brought that up only to kind of segue to the fact that we had recently posted you on Hollywood Unlocked. You did a shout out to Tyler Perry. You shot your shot to get a part with him. And there were people in the comments saying, oh, she's still dragging this Afro-Latina thing out. And you clap back at him. And it's like, why do people still think it's an act when you've been consistently proving that you're prideful to be who you are?
It really sucks because I feel that I'm doing this not just for me. I don't know if you guys have seen that video that went viral of this beautiful black little girl that said, while her hairstylist was saying that she felt that she was ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's so many girls that look up to me. I don't consider myself to be a role model. I'm only but human. I make mistakes. I'm still learning, and I'm young.
You can be a role model and still, you're a human being, so you're going to air.
Right.
But you can still be a role model by the way you conduct yourself on a regular basis. And I will tell you, you are a role model.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
When I see stuff like that, it only makes me feel more empowered to use my voice to make a difference, to use my platform, not only to promote my music and all the great things that I do in the entertainment industry, but to also bring awareness and to be inspirational to little girls like her, to women and men all over the world that don't feel as if they have a voice. The Afro-Latino community, to be honest, it took a lot for people to pay attention to us. Until this day, there's still we don't understand what it means.
Yeah.
And it's super easy, super simple. I'm not going to get super, with all the extra details, but it just means that slaves weren't just dropped off in America, okay? Yeah. We were dropped off in Europe, in the Caribbean, all over the place.
Colonization, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? In my case, I am Afro-Latino, which means I am black. I come from African descent. I am as black as anybody else, but culturally, I am Dominican. I come from an island, or my family comes from this island. So it was just I'm not using it for clout. I don't have to. If you stop looking at your social media and you stop looking at the news and what they allow you to see, you'll see that on other parts of the world, there's real shit that's happening. It's not just here. And I'm like, I've been told, oh, you're not black. I'm sorry. When the po-po stop us, Black Lives Matter. I'm as black as anybody. Oh, they don't say, oh, no, she speaks Spanish. Oh, no, you can pass. I'm as black as anybody else. So Why it's so hard for people to understand? And I constantly feel the need that I have to defend that. It really sucks.
Do you think it's unfair when people say, somebody like you, you're black.
Yes.
Okay, but you're not African American.
I'm not African American, right?
But I'm African American and not as darker skin as you, but we've had you maybe have even had worse experiences being black.
Right.
But why do they say that somebody who's Latino or Latina and that has your color skin or that looks like you cannot have the same experience?
I truly don't know. I just think it is unfair. I think that, no one should feel as if my experiences aren't good enough or they should just kind of push it to a side because, like I said, there's many of us. And I'm just using my platform. I want to somewhat change the prototype of what a Latina looks like, And when I said the Tyler Perry thing, shout out to Tyler Perry. When I said that, I meant it because I want the Sofia Vergara's, which I love and admire the way that she worked her career, but we don't all look like that. We don't all sound like that, So I want to speak to the producers, to the directors.
You want more diverse representation of what Afro-Latina actually means, because you do tend to see the lighter complected, straight hair representation of Latina. That's it. But you don't really see you. You are considered an anomaly, but you're not.
Right. And I don't mind playing any role. That's fine. I'm just saying I would love to be able to say, La Latina that looks like me is the one over here, and then we don't all look like that.
Yeah, my co-host Blue, she's Cuban and Panamanian. So she
is she?
Un beso para todos los Latinos.
Yeah, so she is
She's not black?
No.
I mean, she's not African American?
And I'll tell you this much too. There's a lot of Afro-Latinos portraying to be African American just to get a lot of these gigs. So with that being said, I'm not going to put no names out there, but with that being said,
Google.
Yeah, be my guest. With that being said, uplift your people as well.
We had a fellow Afro-Latina, Evelyn Lozada, on the show who caught a lot of heat because she did a DNA test and found out that she was somewhat Afro-Latina, and she claimed it, and people attacked her. Why do you think it's fair people claim that they are Afro-Latina if, I don't even know.
To help fight their battle. But
that's what people claim. If I do a DNA test right now and find out I'm Panamanian, I should be able to come up and say I'm Panamanian. No?
I think that the most important part, whether it is Evan, whether it is whomever the case may be, just generically, people need to mind their business. People need to mind their business. If it's not about you or with you, stay in your lane. Because at the end of the day, if you feel that you're proud to be African American, Jamaican, Colombian, wherever it is that you feel that you identify,
because Tiffany Haddish right now is letting everybody know she's Jew. She's Jewish. She did her whole bat mitzvah.
If you're Jewish, if you are from wherever you are, be proud to be vocal about it and say it, and have the guts to stand up for it and maintain your position. That's just what it is. People will always have something to say.
And I feel it's more, I feel it's louder when like you and Juju are very big advocates for the Afro-Latina community. And,
shout out to Juju. She's Afro-Cuban.
And like, say for instance, I think Charlemagne, I'm not going to use Charlemagne as an example. I'll use Sean King on Instagram. I don't know what he does in real life, but on Instagram, he does a lot for the black community. A lot. It would apparently looks like more than me. But if I say I'm proud to be black, they're like, Mexican, you ain't black. And I just feel like I feel like, again, you should be able to be prideful to be whoever you are, whatever you are.
Well, that's not gonna. I mean, we can be unfiltered and uncensored here, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, part of me being an activist for the Afro-Latino community is getting a lot of nigger notes. I get nigger notes on my PO box all the time, on my DMs.
What is that?
My PO box.
Oh, like they put the word nigger on there?
Yeah, I get letters, written letters.
Really?
Yeah. People have that actual time to do that.
Hate mail.
And mail it and go to the post office and do that.
Because you're too loud in the advocacy
Because I'm too loud with it, right? And in the beginning, it was hurtful. I used to cry with my mom all the time. Like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? You know, I'm kind of scared.
You're doing everything right.
You know, what's going to happen to me? But then eventually I was like, you know what? If God forbid anything were to ever happen to me, I want to know that I went down by being brave, by trying to break barriers and doing something positive for the people. So I don't care.
Good for you.
So what's going on with the wigs at Love and Hip Hop Miami? Because everybody online is talking about the hair.
I feel like there's so many other important things to talk about than the way that women's wigs are on the show. Whether you like them or you dislike them, you know, and we obviously know that we're talking about CVJ because he was the one who started the conversation with his post. I don't know if he did it for attention. I don't think that he really did it because he really cared about the franchise, because there were many ways that you could have gone about it. And I personally didn't, you know, say anything on social media about it, but I know that a lot of other cast members had a lot to say, and I left it up to them to be vocal about it.
But I thought he was talking about Suki and Hood Rat, which I don't even know why there's a Hood Rat. There's a cast member named Hood Rat. Hood Rat.
No, Brat.
Oh, Hood Rat? Oh,
yeah. It's Hood Rat.
I don't know.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was Hood Rat.
Hood Rat, Chameleon, Santana. There were all the new cast members. They felt like they wanted to be open and they wanted to express themselves to Stevie, and they said what they had to say. And you know,
Trick Daddy said, "Pull up, nigga."
Oh, Trick also had something to say. I bet. Okay, was it that deep? I don't think it's that deep over some hair. I mean, I think Stevie has a lot of other things to be concerned about.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You know, people don't understand, like, talent is half of it, but the hustle,
her hustle is unparalleled.
It's so separate, and they don't see the struggle behind the scenes, and they don't know what it takes.
It just looks so good on Instagram, right?
But you do a really good job. Like, you're fucking doing it.
You know what? And I pray that one day I am able to come back here, and I want you to see and be part of my success. I want you to say, you know, she came to my studio several times and look at where she's at now, and I am working towards that. I am working so hard. I'll tell you some of the things that I have going on right now.
Let's go.
I have my children's book, Amarita's Way. I'm available in Barnes & Nobles all around the United States in Spanish, English, and in French. Amazon.com as well. I'm working on the second edition, which talks about bullying. Since bullying is such a big thing these days for the young ones, I wanted to do something for them. I am currently... obviously on the third season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Just finished doing the Spanish version of Dancing with the Stars on Univision as a host.
Oh, nice. And they filmed that in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm. Which I pray one day to be able to make it to Dancing with the Stars here in the States, right? I have a makeup line that I'm working on with Juvia. I finished doing a commercial for Boost Mobile. I just finished doing a collaboration, which I'm still working with them, with Secret and Serena Williams and everything else.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I am doing so many things. My movie Fall Girls came out on the beginning of the year. Is available on Netflix now. I am working so hard right now. God knows. I want to take advantage of this moment, and I am so grateful to all my fans and all the people that support me, my team, because I wouldn't be able to make it without them. I am grateful for people like yourself that allow me to use this platform to promote and talk and you know, speak my piece. So thank you.
And you're a testament to all women that you can do it without a nigga. because you ain't got one that's helping you with all that. You're doing a great job. I really am proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I would tell you if I wasn't, I would tell you. But I love how you've done exactly what everybody who gets on Love and Hip Hop is supposed
they were gonna
to do. No,
yeah.
it's supposed to do.
Yeah, said they were gonna do and didn't.
Everybody get on there talking about, I run a barbecue sauce line.
Yeah.
But I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Like shit just don't add up.
Yeah.
But no,
well, you can see mine. You can see what I'm doing, and now I'm gonna be promoting my new single Andale. As a matter of fact, I saw that you were there too at the Wendy Williams shows. It's gonna be my first time.
Oh, you haven't been?
I've never been, so I'm really excited. And I'm promoting this new music. I'm in just such a great space in my life.
Wendy called me this morning, woke me up. I'm gonna call her and give her some notes. So she got some stuff.
No,
she don't need me. She don't need me. She's the queen. I also brought a copy of my book for you.
For real?
You're on plane so much, you have something to read.
Oh, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
And andale is what you tell a nigga when you want him to get out your house. Andale.
Oh, my God. Guys, just go buy his book and get it.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, come
Thank
anytime.
you, love.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
What up, YouTube? Thank you for watching this reckless show.
Yeah, and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
And also don't forget to share and leave a comment because we are reading.